I know it's difficult for you to actually move here to Belgium. I know you don't like to travel, especially by plane. I know it's not obvious for you to move also your animals and your plants. But if you find a way to make it here, here's what I could offer. I could offer you a spare room to sleep rent-free. That is, presuming you'd be willing to help me a bit around the home and maybe cook some meals every now and then. It would also give us a chance to get to know each other better as friends and find out how well we function as a team in person, running a household together. In the garden here at my place, there's also a pretty decent-sized greenhouse where you can grow, for example, tomatoes, melons, or grapes. There's also a chicken coop large enough to buy chickens every year to have a steady supply of home-raised chicken meat every year, and chickens you need to buy only once for a steady supply of eggs every day. And there's also some parts of the garden that can be used for growing, for example, carrots, peas, and other vegetables. This experience, in turn, could help both of us figure out whether we could function as a couple or as parents.
Note that I don't believe in long-distance relationships myself, but I still do see you as a potential romantic partner. At present.
Living in the same home and trying to manage a household together should help me and you determine whether we could function as a couple and whether it's interesting to further explore that option or whether it's better we just remain friends. However, if we just remain friends and you end up going your own way after this, without me, I still hope you'll consider me one of your best friends like you're already my best friend now. And I hope that by helping me out here in this place, you'd have helped me enough to build a brand new life without you, and that the experience in the virgin has helped you get closer to the life you want for yourself. Maybe we could also start a business together. I guess we could do that also while living in different parts of the world. But it seems easier to me to run a business together when you actually live close enough to physically meet and collaborate on various projects. Further, I could probably introduce you to the shaman I mentioned some time ago, who built his own hobbit home. And maybe he can introduce you to some of his contacts who live in Javisu, Mongolian yurts. Maybe you can get from him or his contacts some ideas regarding the home you want to build yourself. I know only one church in this village, and it's a Catholic one. Since Belgium has a mainly Catholic tradition, it is in the center of the village, and you can reach it easily on foot. But quite literally across the street, on the other side of the home I live in, I know two evangelical Christians. One of those brothers is a preacher and teacher of evangelical Christianity. And I know he does services and or Bible study in his own home, which again, is just across the street. And he frequently has foreign guests he invites to his home to join him for one of the activities he organizes. Further, I know a forest quite literally at the edge of the village, and it's part of a fairly large forest area that stretches across much of my province. Further, my village is home to quite a few companies that specialize in growing flowers, and other plants. Maybe you can gain employment at one of those companies. If you manage to get a driver's license, there's also employment options in other parts of this province you may want to look into. For example, I know that they have St. Trident, some 30 minutes driving from where I live. There's also various companies specialized in fruit. But there may also be other fruit companies closer to where I live. This is all I can think of right now. Is that enough to convince you that this is an option worth considering? Does this make you want to prioritize finding a solution Regardless, at least you have a better idea now of what I could offer you if you were to move here. I'd say, think about it.